First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So here is the next video that is for this year IBBS exam, and here is the video on quantitative aptitude that is on the topic time and work. So previous video is the revision class. So here is the in-depth solution. So I will be solving 20 questions that is on the topic time and work which are important for IBBS exam. As well, I have given 40 questions as a test inside the afterlife test package. So after watching this video, do not forget to take 40 questions, all the 40 questions with a different model on the bank exam 2024-25 package. If you didn't purchase it, kindly purchase it, only 99 rupees on the platform Feel Free to Learn platform. So do not forget to purchase it and take the test that is on the topic time and work. 40 questions and 40 are important questions, right? So now getting into this 20 question on time and work. Before that, I hope you watched my revision class. Previous video was the revision class on the topic time and work. So where I have explained all the steps, right? What are all the lessons that I have taught on time and work, efficiency, then many concepts are there: leaving person, joining person, and 3% joining, X person, Y person. So every concept I have taught you already on my YouTube channel. So now we will be solving a question with all the different kinds of models. So now let me move on to all the questions, 20 questions in the in-depth solution video. Question number 1. So A and B together can complete 3/4 of the work in 9 days. B and C together can complete a work 2/3 of the work in 11 3/7 days. A and C together can complete 75% of the work in 10 days. In how many days A will complete the work? So our target is to find in how many days A will complete the total work. This is our target. So what are all the values they have given us? A and B together can complete a piece of work that is 3/4 of the work in 9 days. So the meaning here is A and B can complete how much work they have completed is 3/4 of the work, right? So A and B completing 3/4 of the work in how many days? 9 days. So now this can be written as A plus B is equals to 9 into 4/3. So once you cancel this, so resultant will be 12 days. So A and B together can complete a piece of work in 12 days. So once understood. So similarly the next point, B and C. So B and C together can complete 2/3 of the work. So they are completing 2/3 of the work in how many days? 11 3/7 days. So now what we need to do here is, so 11 into 7 will be 77. So 77 plus 3 will be 80. So 80 divided by 7. So when you bring this towards right hand side, this becomes 3/2. So cancel it. So this becomes 40. So 120/7. So the meaning here is B and C can complete a piece of work in 120/7 days. And the last person is A and C. So A and C together can complete a piece of work 70% of the work in 10 days. So they are completing 70% of the work in how many days? 10 days. So 70/100. When you bring this 70/100 towards right hand side, this becomes 100 divided by 70. So cancel 0 0, 100/7 days. So finally, according to the question, we have found all the values, right? So values what? 75. Sorry, I'm really sorry. It's 75%, right? So 75%. So if it is 75%, then we can cancel it on 25 table. So this becomes 4 times, this becomes 3 times. So answer will be 40/3 days. Right? So A and C can complete a piece of work in 40/3 days. B and C will be 120/7 days. A and B will be 12 days. So now according to the question, our target is to find A alone. How many days he can complete a piece of work? So now we know A plus B, B plus C and A plus C. Add all the value. So when you add, keep it as first equation, right? So this will be second equation and this will be third equation. So if A and B can complete a piece of work in 12 days, then A and B 1 day work, right? So A plus B 1 day work will be 1/12. So friends, understood? Second equation. So B plus C 1 day work will be 7/120. And A plus C. So A plus C already you have 40/3 days. So 3/40. So now when you add all the 3 equations, A and A will be 2A. B and B will be 2B. C and C will be 2C. We have to add all the 3 values. So 1/12 plus 7 by 120 plus 3 by 40. So when you take 2 common, so A plus B plus C is equals to, so take LCM as 120. So this will be 10 times, so 10, already 7 here, 4 3s are 12, 120, 3 into 3 will be 9. So resultant will be 9 plus 7 will be 16, 16 plus 10 will be 26. So 26 divided by 120 into 2, when you bring this 2 to the denominator, right? So A plus B plus C is equals to, we can cancel it, this becomes 13 times, so 13 divided by 120, A plus B plus 3. So if all the 3% are working, then the total number of days they can complete a work will be 13 by 120. But our target is to find only A alone, how many days he takes to complete a work. So if we need to find A, we have to substitute for B and C. So according to the equation where B and C is how much? 120 by 7. So substitute here for this B and C. So substitute 120 by 7. So 30 by 120 minus of 7 by 120. So friends, understood or not? B and C, 1 day work will be 7 by 120. So instead of B and C, I have substituted 7 by 120. When you bring the 7 by 120 towards right hand side, minus of 120. So 13 minus 7. So 13 minus 7 will be 6 by 120. So when you cancel it, yes, when you cancel it, 1 divided by 20. So which means A alone can complete a piece of work. According to the question, in how many days will A alone complete the work? So A alone can complete the piece of work in 20 days. So which will be the answer for the first question. So friends, understood or not, right? So initially they didn't give you the values directly. So they have given A and B how many days they can complete a piece of work, B and C how many days, and then they have given A and C, which is little bit twist here. Every point they have given small twist. We have to initially understand, like if A and B, 3 by 4th of the work completed in 9 days. The meaning here is they have completed the total number of work in 12 days. Because if 3 by 4th in 9 days, then what about the total work? So when you bring this towards right hand side, it's 4 by 3. When you cancel it, which becomes 12 days. The meaning here is A and B can complete a piece of work in 12 days. And A and B 1 day work will be 1 by 12. So we have framed 3 equation. So after framing 3 equation, we have added all the 3. So resultant will be all the 3% can complete a piece of work in this much of day. But our target is to find only A. So what I did, instead of B and C, already we have framed the equation I have substituted here in order to find the value of A. So answer for this question, first question is 20 days. Next question. So A and B together can complete a piece of work in 6 days. And the ratio of efficiency of A and B is 3:2. If ABC can complete a piece of work in 4 days and they are getting a total wages of 4,500, then find the wages of C. So this question is based on a concept called work and wages, right? So if it is question that is based on a wages, so first we need to find all the 3% separately. So A alone, how many days he complete a piece of work, B alone, how many days he complete a piece of work, and C alone. And we have to find the ratio. So without finding the ratio, we can't able to separate the wages, the total wages for all the 3%. So first our target is always to find the ratio for A, B and C separately. So now according to the question, what they are saying is, efficiency ratio has been given, right? So efficiency ratio, that is for the person A is to B. So efficiency is how much? 3:2. So 3:2 is the efficiency ratio. So if A is more efficient when compared to B, then we can say that A is to B, right? Time taken to complete the work will be 2:3. Understood or not? I have already explained completely on my lesson itself. So their efficiency is more, time taken will be less to complete a work. So we can say that A can complete a piece of work in 2x days, B can complete a piece of work in 3x days. Now, and what they are saying is both the person together complete a piece of work in how many days? 6 days. So A's 1 day work will be 1 by 2x. B 1 day work will be 1 by 3x. And both the person A and B are completing a piece of work in how many days? 6 days. So 1 by 6. So this will be 1 by 2x. 1 by 3x is equals to 1 by 6. So now we need to find the value of x, and then we have to substitute here in order to find A alone how many days he complete a piece of work, and B alone how many days he complete a piece of work, right? So what we can do here is, this will be 6x. We can take LCM as 6x here. So resultant will be 3, resultant will be 2 is equals to 1 by 6. So 3 plus 2 will be 5. So 5 by x is equals to 1. So x is equals to 5. So finally, we got the value of x is equal to 5. So substitute here. So A equal to 2x. When substitute x is equal to 5, so 5 into 2 will be 10. So A alone can complete a piece of work in 10 days. So B alone can complete a piece of work in 15 days. So now we found A, B. So next target, our target is to find for C. So all the 3% can complete a work in how many days? 4 days. But we don't know what is the efficiency of the person C. So person C is unknown. So what I can do is, we can fix the person C unknown as x, y, because we don't know the value of the person C. But we know, according to the question, all the 3% can complete a piece of work in how many days? 4 days. So 1 by 4. According to the values what we found, A will be 1 by 10. So 1 by 10. So B will be 1 by 15. So we don't know what about C. So is equals to 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 minus of 1 by 10 minus of 1 by 15. We can do like this. When you bring both the values towards right hand side, it becomes minus and minus. So 1 by y is equals to, so we can take LCM as 60, right? No other way. Yes, we can take LCM as 60 here. So this will be 15 times. So this will be 6 times, and this will be 4 times. So 6 minus 4 will be 10. So 15 minus 10 will be 5. So resultant will be 5 by 60. That is 1 by 5. So we can cancel it 12 times. So y is equals to 12 days. So which means C alone can complete a piece of work in 12 days. So now we found all the 3% value, right? So A alone, how many days he takes to complete a work? 10 days. What about B? B is 15 days. What about C? 12 days. So now we need to find the ratio value. Always the ratio should not be in terms of fraction. So take LCM here. So if you take LCM, we have to take LCM as 60. So when you take LCM as 60 here, this will be 6 times. So when you take LCM 60, this will be 4 times. And LCM 60, this will be 5 times. So finally, we got the ratio, that is 6 is to 4 is to 5. So in this ratio, we have to split the total amount wages. So what is the total amount wages here? 4,500. So now what is the target to find only for the person C? So C is how much? 5 part. So 5 part is the C wage. Out of how many part? Out of total 15 part. And what is the total wages? 4,500. 3 times 1,500. So finally we can say that 1,500 is the total wages of the person C, right? So friends, understood or not, right? So don't think that it's very difficult, it's a lengthy process. Only because to understand each and every step, I am writing all these steps. In the exam, these steps are completely not required. I hope you understood. If you are already preparing for an exam, you know these steps are not needed, because if efficiency is 3:2, always go with some mind calculation if you are going for a difficult level exams, right? Pen and paper, you should reduce it. So 3:2 is the efficiency. Right? So if A is more efficient, then he can complete a piece of work when compared to B faster. So 2:3 will be time work, right? The work that will be completed by A and B. So A can complete a piece of work in 2x days, B can complete a piece of work in 3x days. Both the person working for 6 days. Frame a equation, find x. So now we got A equal to 10, B equal to 15. So you can just like that find all these answers within 15 seconds is possible. This complete area. And then this is also easy, and finally this part alone you have to go with some calculation, because the ratios are most important. Always the ratio should not be in terms of fraction, right? So remember that, do not think these questions are difficult, right? It's easy level once you understand the basic concepts. I hope you have already watched my video, so that's the reason I am saying after watching the video, take the test. Right? Test is more and more important if you are preparing for the bank exam. Do not forget to take the test. Right? So answer for question number 2 is 1,500. Next question. So A alone can complete a piece of work in 72 days, and the ratio of efficiency of A is to B is 2 is to 3. So if ABC can complete a piece of work in 16 days and they get a total wages of 4,500, then find the wages of B. Again, this question is also based on the concept of wages, right? So if it is a wages, just now I have told you, we have to find the ratio. Without finding the ratio, finding the wages is not that much easy. So first what we need to do is we need to find A alone, how many days he complete a piece of work, B alone how many days, C alone how many days, and then we have to find the ratio. After finding the ratio, we have to split the total amount of 4,500 to all the 3%. So based upon the ratio value, and then we have to find what is the total wage for the person B. So everything is easy because they have given one value directly. A alone can complete a piece of work in 72 days. So A value is directly given, which is 1 by 72 or 72 days. A alone can complete a piece of work in 72 days. So now next is the important thing here. Just see the ratio of efficiency of A is to C is how much? 2 is to 3. See, they have given what ratio they have given? They have given the efficiency ratio, where A and C efficiency ratio is 2 is to 3. That means when compared to A, C is more efficient. If C is more efficient, then C can complete a piece of work in less number of days when compared to A. That is the logic here. So they have given the efficiency ratio A is to C. So now we have to convert the efficiency ratio into time, right? How much speed they can complete a piece of work. So we can say A is to C will be 3 is to 2. So friends, understood or not? Where A takes more number of time to complete a piece of work than compared to C. Why? Because their efficiency A is low when compared to B. So time taken, this is efficiency and this is time taken, right? So always remember this two part alone, do not make any mistake in the exam. If you can't able to understand this concept, again go to my YouTube channel, watch the efficiency topic. Most important in time and work, right? So now what they are saying is where the ratio A is to, that is A to C is 2 is to 3. That means A is 3, C is 2. We already know that A can complete a piece of work in 72 days and A ratio is how much? 3. So 3 part is equals to 72. What about 2 part is equal to X? So X is equal to 72 into 2 by 3. So we can cancel it. 20, 2 3s are 6, 1. 4 3s are 12, 24. So 24 into 2 will be 48. So 48, that means C alone can complete a piece of work in 48 days. So A alone can complete a piece of work in 72 days, right? So this value we found, that is now C alone can complete a piece of work in 48 days. So now what about B? Because B value is not directly given, but all the 3% can complete a piece of work in 16 days. That means A plus B plus C. So all the 3% can complete a piece of work in 16 days. So A will be 1 by 72. We can keep it B as it is. So C will be 1 by 48 is equals to 1 by 16. So 1 by B is equals to 1 by 16 minus of 1 by 72 minus of 1 by 48. 72, not possible. 72 into 2 will be 144. Yes, 144 will be LCM, right? So 144. So resultant will be 8, 9, 6 are 9 times, right? 9 6 are 54 minus this will be 2 times because 72 into 2, this will be 2 times and this will be 8 3 times, right? So 3 times, so 9 minus 5 divided by 144, so resultant will be 4 divided by 144. So 1 by B is equals to 4 by 144, we can cancel it. 4 3s are 12, remaining will be 24. 8 3s are 24, right? Sorry, 6 4s are 24. So 1 by 36. So B is equals to 36. So finally we got the person B alone can complete a piece of work in 36 days. A alone 72 days, C alone 48 days. So now we found all the 3% separately. So now our target is to find the ratio. So A is 72, B is 36, so C will be 48. So now again, I think LCM will be 144 again, because we can cancel 72 but not by 48. So 72 into 2 will be 144. So multiply 144 here, resultant will be 2. So multiply 144 here, resultant will be 3. So multiply 144 here 4 times, right? No, yes, 4 times. So 2, 4 and 3. So this will be the ratio. We have to split the total amount, and total amount is how much? 4,500. So now according to the question, our target is to find the wages for the person B. So B is how much? 4 part. So total is how much? 4, 7, 8, 9. So total out of 9 part, 4 part is for B, and we know that the total wage will be 4,500. So cancel it. This becomes 500. So remaining will be 2,000. So 2000 will be the wages for the person B. So friends, understood or not? I struggle little bit here for the cancellation, for finding LCM, because always if we are like preparing for any difficult level competitive exam, in the exam don't go like this, right? Like 16, 72, 48, don't go with this methods, right? L method. Go with mind calculation. In the LCM topic itself, I have told you how to find an LCM easily. First target the larger number. So here you can see 16, 72, 48. So the highest number will be 72. Right? We have to check whether 72 is getting divided by the both the remaining numbers. So 72 we can divide by 6, but 72 we can't able to divide by 48. So what I did is we have multiplied into 2, 72 into 2. 72 into 2 is 144. So now 144 is divided by 16. 144 can be divided by 48. So now 144 will be the LCM. Similarly, if you find all the three numbers, right? If you find the A, B, C, you don't want to find LCM here. Same LCM will always be applicable here also. You don't want to think and solve, because if these two numbers already have LCM 144, the third number will also be followed that number. So you don't want to find again. That's the reason I have directly, without taking LCM, I have directly written 144, 144 in order to convert into an integer. So multiplying the number, we found the ratio. So once you found the ratio, sharing the total amount is easy. Right? So answer for this next question, where the wages of the person B is 2,000. Next question. So 4 men, 6 women together can complete a piece of work in 5 days. 6 men and 4 women can complete the same work in 4 days. In how many days 4 men and 2 women can complete a piece of work, right? In how many days? So this question is based on X person and Y person, right? In my video itself, I have told you there are 2 ways to solve the question. One is framing an equation like 1 and 2, and then you have to solve both the equation in order to find 1 man and 1 woman. After finding it, you have to substitute in the equation what we need to find. One way of solving it, or else you can equate both the equation, right? So this is framing an equation, this is equating an equation. Both are different, right? So I have told you both the methods, and in that video also, I have told you, use the method which suits for you, right? Either this method or this method according to your choice, because both the methods seems to be easy and simple, but this method sometimes might make more number of time to solve a question, but sometimes this will seems to be very easy in order to solve some questions. So what I'm going to do is I can solve this question in an equate method, right? So equate is nothing but, see, 4 men and 6 women. So 4 men and 6 women can complete a piece of work in how many days? 5 days. So into 5. And we know that this data and the next data both are doing the same work, right? So you can able to see 6 men and 4 women, again they can complete a piece of work in 4 days. That is same piece of work. So both the person are doing a same piece of work. That's the reason I'm equating it. So now multiplying 5 into 4 will be 20 men. So 30 women is equals to 24 men, 16 women. So 20 men, 24 men will be 4 men. So 30, 16 will be 14. So 14 women. So this means 14 women is equals to 4 men, or else 4 men is equals to 14 women. So after equating it, we found, so how much number of men is equals to how much number of women. So now according to the first equation, we know that 4 men and 6 women, right, can complete a piece of work in how many days? 5 days. 1 day work will be 1 by 5. And now we found 4 men is equal to 14 women. So instead of 4 men, 14 women. 1 by 5. So 20 women is equal to 1 by 5. So 1 woman is equal to 1 by 100. So which means a woman alone can complete a piece of work in 100 days. So similarly, we have to find 4 men and then we have to substitute for the given equation. So our target is to find 4 men and 2 women, how many days they takes to complete a work. And we already know that 4 men is equals to how many women? 14 women. So 4 men is equals to 14 women. 2 women already given, so 16 women is equals to question mark, and we already know that women can complete a piece of work in 100 days. So when you divide 100 by 16, resultant will be 6.25. So according to the question, we found the answer that 4 men and 2 women can complete a piece of work in 6.25 days. One way of solving a question, or else after finding a woman, you can substitute in this equation in order to find 1 man. So after finding 1 man and 1 woman, you can substitute in this equation to find the question mark. Or else this is another way to solve the question. So there are many ways to solve this model question alone. That is X person and Y person, right? In the video itself, I have told that there are many different ways. Even you can use a shortcut also. But if they have given 3%, for example, I am saying here they have given only 2%, right? Men and women, 2 data alone they have given. In some question, you can able to see men, women and children will be given. Okay? So 4 men, 6 women, 3 children. So in that scenario, going with this method does not seems to be that much easy. This method will be helpful, right? Framing an equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, and then simplifying the equation to find 1 man, 1 woman and 1 children. So if 3 datas are given, this method will be helpful. Right? If only 2 datas are given, this equating method will be helpful. But learn both the method, do not miss any of the methods. Right? Learn both the method. In difficult question, use this method. If it is a question is easy, use the equate method. Right? So that's the reason I have told you initially watch all the videos. Right? So the don't think that I am repeatedly saying this again and again. Why? Because if you already watched my video, you know how to solve all these steps. That's the reason I'm saying, right? So answer for this question, friends, is 6.25 days. Next question. So A can complete a piece of work in 18 days and B can complete the same work in 9 days. A and B started the work together and after 3 days B leaves. In how many days the remaining work is completed by A alone? So when just listen here, this question is based on the concept called leaving. Why? Because after some day the person B left, right? So in the leaving concept or it's a joining concept, I have told 2 different concepts, right? As well I have posted 2 videos. One is 2% leaving and then 3% leaving. For both the cases, right, either it's a 2% or a 3% or it can be 4 or 5%. Equation method is the only method that you can solve this question easily. Even the question is difficult, by framing an equation you can easily solve all the question that is based on leaving and joining, right? So I have told it, and the only problem here is after finding the answer, after framing an equation, and you can solve the equation easily, after finding the final answer, read the question once again, because many students usually make a mistake here only. After finding the answer, they think that this is the final answer. No. Read the question again, whether what they are asking, whether A alone can complete a piece of work in how many days, or after B left, the remaining work was completed by A in how many days. So there are many different questions can be asked in the concept of leaving and joining. So after framing an equation, find the answer, find the value of X, and then after finding the value of X, read the question and then check what we need to find. That is important here, right? So here you can able to see A alone can complete a piece of work in 18 days. I'm going to frame an equation, right? 18 days, A alone complete a piece of work. B can complete the same work in 9 days. So B alone completing a piece of work in 9 days. So total work both the person are doing, which is equal to 1. So now what they are saying is both the person started together. So both the person are started together. B after 3 days B leave. That means out of 9 days B had worked only for 3 days, right? So now in how many days will the remaining work completed by A alone? But we don't know how many days A worked, because A and B started together. B left after 3 days. That means out of total 9 days, B worked only for 3 days. Out of 80 days, we don't know how many days the person A has worked. So first let me find A alone, how many days he worked to complete a job. So now we can take LCM as 18 here. So this will be X. 9, 6 is equals to 1. So X is equals to 18 minus 6. So X is equal to 12. That means 12 days. So A totally worked for how many days? 12 days. B totally worked for how many days? 3 days and 12 days. Now the answer is not 12, right? Because A totally worked for 12 days. So now what is the question? In how many days will the remaining work? That means remaining work is how many days? We already know that A worked for 3 days. So remaining work will be the remaining number of days. So total number of days where A worked is 12 minus of 3 days. So the remaining work will be 9 days. So friends, understood or not? Because both the person initially they have started after 3 days where the person B left. So A alone takes 12 days to complete the total work from the starting. So B was also there in this 12 days. So we subtracted the 3 days. So now after B left where A worked for 9 days. So now according to the question, in how many days will the remaining work will completed by A alone? So the A alone can complete the remaining work in 9 days. So friends, understood or not? Even the question is very difficult. This one method is enough to solve these kind of question. That's the reason I have told you, already I have told you on my YouTube channel how to solve a question that is based on leaving and joining, right? So this will be the answer for this question, that is 9 days. Next question. So the efficiency of A is 200% more than the efficiency of C. And the efficiency of D is 25% less than the efficiency of C. If A and B together can complete the work in 14 days, C and D together can complete a piece of work in 36 days, in how many days B alone complete the work? So very interesting question. This question is based on efficiency based concept. So they have given a efficiency. So if they have given a efficiency, you should know how to convert into a time ratio. That is most important. So here you can see A is 200% more efficient than C. The meaning here is, so they have given a efficiency ratio in case if C is 100, then what about A? So A is 200% more, right? So 200 plus 100 will be 300. So 300 will be A's efficiency. C efficiency will be 100. So if you write it in a ratio, so 3:1. So this will be efficiency ratio. If efficiency ratio of A is to C is 3:1, then time ratio of A is to C will be 1:3. So friends, understood? If A is 3 times efficient than C, then A can complete a piece of work in only 1 day, where C takes 3 days, right? That is the concept here. So this is efficiency ratio, this is time ratio. Okay? So now we got A is to C is 1:3. So what is the next data they have given? Where next data is, yes, efficiency of D is 25% less than the efficiency of C. So when compared to C, where the efficiency of D is 25% less. So what we can do is, C, we have considered it as 100, right? So where the person D efficiency is 25% less. Out of 100, if you subtract 25, then resultant will be 75. When you cancel this on 25 table, this will be 4 and this will be 3. So now C is to D efficiency ratio, right? So we found the efficiency ratio, that is 4:3. So time taken ratio of C is to D will be 3:4. So 3:4 will be time taken ratio. So here also we have C ratio, that is 3, right? So here also C is 3, here also C is 3. So now we found all the 4% ratio, that is A is to C is to D, but B is unknown, right? We didn't find the value for B. Okay. So our target is to find how many days B alone complete a work. That is our target. So initially we found A is to C and C is to D. So now what they have given is C and D together can complete a piece of work in 36 days. So C plus D, they can complete a piece of work in 36 days. We already know that C alone can complete a piece of work in 3 days. So 1/3. So plus, what about D? D is 1/4. So 1/4x is equals to 1/36. So now we can take LCM as 12 here. So when you take LCM as 12, 3x, 4x, 12x can be LCM. So when you take 12x, this will be 4 times, so 4, and this will be 3 times, so 3 is equals to 1 by 36. So this will be 7 is equals to 12x by 36. Again, x is equals to, we can cancel this 3 times, so x is equals to 21. So finally we got the value of x, which is 21. So once you find the value of x, then time taken is easy, because we know that where time taken to complete a piece of work by C is 3x. What about D? D will be 4x. So now we found the value of x is equal to 21. So 21 into 3. So 21 into 3 will be 63 days. So 63 days where the person C can complete a piece of work. So 21 into 4 will be 84 days. So 84 days where the person D alone can complete the piece of work. And similarly, here we know that C, already we know that C alone takes 63 days to complete a piece of work. That means 3 part is equal to 63. So 3 part is equals to 63. What about 1 part? So 1 part is equal to x. When you cancel this, resultant will be 21. That means A alone can complete a piece of work in 21 days. So friends, understood or not? So finally, we found A alone can complete a piece of work in 21 days. So for both are same. So C can complete a piece of work in 63 days. And what about the person D? 84 days. So now our target is to find for B, and what we need to do is, in the first equation you can see A and B together can complete a piece of work in 14 days. So A and B can complete a piece of work in 14 days. And we already know that A alone can complete a piece of work in 21 days. So substitute 1 by 21, 1 by 14. So B equal to 1 by 14 minus of 1 by 21. So take LCM 42 here. So this will be 3 times, right? And this will be 2 times, so 1 by 42 days. So our target is to find B alone takes how many days to complete a work. So here we found the answer, that is 42 days. Right? So friends, very interesting question, right? I think we solved only limited number of questions in this video. Next video I will solve the remaining question, but before that, do not forget to take the test, right? So because each and every question we have framed with a different kind of model. I hope you can understand it. First question is based on efficiency, and then question that is based on percentage, and then question that is based on leaving joining, framing an equation, and then here also efficiency, as well as we have to find the person 1, person B. So each and every question what I have given on the test with the different models. So do not forget to take the test. So first take the test and then watch the video. I have given the solution also on the test. So practice always. If you are preparing for a bank exam, practice more when compared to learning. If you know the basics and if you know all the concepts, start practicing the questions. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. In case if you want the new version pen drive, do not forget to contact us. We can give you the new version pen drive, because from this year we started giving all the recent year videos also. So the new version is available and there is a separate team to help you. So you can directly call us to ask the details about it. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. So do not forget to share this video to your friends, those who are preparing for this year IBBS exam. So friends, thank you so much for watching it. See you in the next part. Bye.